hydraulic death. You're inside a steel tube, deep beneath the ocean's surface. It's cold, dark, and utterly silent. Down here, the environment isn't just unfriendly, it's actively trying to kill you. And it doesn't need to try very hard. Because your body, for all its toughness on land, is nothing more than a bag of soft tissue, bones, and air pockets when faced with the crushing depths of the sea. At sea level, we live comfortably under about 1 atmosphere of pressure. That's just normal. That's breathing air and walking around. But where something like the Titan submersible went down, that's about 400 atmospheres. To put that into perspective, it's roughly 6,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, enough to flatten a car, now applied across every inch of your body. And you have a lot of body. An average adult human has about 3,000 square inches of surface area. Multiply that by 6,000, and you get over 18 million pounds of force pressing in on you from every direction. That's not just fatal, that's total obliteration. Your lungs would instantly collapse. Your ribcage would shatter. Your brain case would fold in like a soda can. And your soft organs? They wouldn't just be damaged, they'd be reduced to liquid, forced into any available space by the pressure. The implosion doesn't happen like in the movies, slow, dramatic, and full of screams. It's over before you even know it started. Implosions at these depths occur in under a millisecond, possibly just a few microseconds. That's faster than your brain can process sound, pain, or even light. Visual processing takes around 13 milliseconds. Pain? That takes about 100 milliseconds to register. So by the time your nervous system would have sent that first "something's wrong" signal, you're already gone. That's the most chilling part. You never feel a thing. There's no moment of terror. No gasping for air. Just silence, and then nothing. From a biological standpoint, it might be the most merciful way to die. One instant, you exist. The next, physics simply deletes you. This is the terrifying reality of deep-sea exploration. Because at these depths, water isn't just water. It's a wall of pressure that doesn't bend, doesn't negotiate, and never makes mistakes. That's what we call hydraulic death. Sudden, absolute, and unforgiving. Ocean furnace, what really happens after an implosion? What happens after a submarine implodes? We've talked about the crushing, the near-instant collapse of human tissue under millions of pounds of force. But there's something we left out. Something hotter. Something darker. Welcome to the part nobody wants to talk about. What happens after you're crushed? Let's say there were 5 people on board. Average weight? About 180 pounds each. That's 900 pounds of organic material suddenly without a body, without a container, and without form. But here's the part that'll twist your brain a little. The crushing isn't the end. It's the beginning of something even more extreme. See, the inside of a submersible isn't solid. It's filled with air, a giant, trapped bubble. And when the pressure outside becomes greater than the sub can withstand, that bubble doesn't just get squeezed. It gets annihilated. The sudden collapse of the hull compresses that air to a point where the temperature inside spikes to an absurd degree. We're not talking oven heat. We're talking star heat. That air heats up to nearly 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, about the same temperature as the surface of the sun. So now you've got a flash event. 900 pounds of human matter hitting an invisible wall of superheated, compressed gas, all within a millisecond. That's not death, that's vaporization. If there's anything left after that, and that's a big if, it's not a body. It's not even chunks. It's a sort of meaty gel, a protein slurry. And the ocean isn't sentimental. That substance is immediately forced out through the microscopic gaps and seams of the destroyed sub at bullet speed. Now that paste? It enters the food chain. Microbes, fish, maybe even plankton. And eventually, something bigger eats those. And something bigger eats those. And eventually, well, you get the idea. It's not pretty. It's not peaceful. But it is a system. Death becomes heat, becomes pulp, becomes fuel for something else. That's the ocean furnace. Cold on the outside, unthinkably hot on the inside, and absolutely indifferent to what you were before. So if you were wondering, what happens after an implosion? The short answer is, you become part of the ocean again. Just not in the way you thought.